I'm Louise. Welcome to the Gifts of Codependency workshop. I just want you to make a couple of notes on the handouts. There's a couple of things that I just want you to change on there. On the acceptance on the front, where it's the prayer, where it says, until I could accept my alcoholism, you want to cross that out and say codependency. Yeah, it says, until I could accept my... Oh, you don't have that one? Oh, you just have the patterns. Okay, if you don't have that one, here it is here. Thank you. Thank you for assisting. Okay, so does everyone see that? That was just a change. And then where it says sobriety, where it says I could not stay sober, we say emotionally sober. And the other thing I want you to change is on the following page, there's a quote about denial, the second little thing down on the page. Just cross out the credit of, the denial quote. We're not promoting anyone here. This is just a sentence that is helpful to me. Okay, that's it for now. All right, we're going to get started here. So, I wanted to do this workshop on the gifts of codependency because I find that when we grow up in ways where we're carrying a lot of messages that aren't ours to begin with, it actually changes our body chemistry, and we grow accommodating those beliefs into our bodies, our lives, the choices, our summations of situations. And what I've learned is that we get so habituated with our burdens that when the good life comes, good relationships come, non-dysfunctional experiences come to us, we haven't actually made a space for it. We haven't created, let's say we lived in a house, we filled the furniture in our house according to our habits and our needs, according to what will make us comfortable. And who we are in the beginning is not who we remain when we work the tools of recovery. So we need new rooms in our house to put the vase of flowers. We need new spaces in our minds to accept a compliment. We need to create a space and a willingness to actually endure, and I use the word endure because we've all endured a lot of incredibly hard stuff. But because we have and we become habituated to that, it's actually an endurance for us to tolerate good. Has anyone in here had that experience where something good has come along and it's made you uncomfortable? Okay. And has anyone ever been confused and untrusting of that good because you think there's some motive behind it, the other shoe's going to drop? You're wondering what the cost is going to be of accepting some good in your life? Can I see a show of hands for anyone who has had good come and sent it and driven it away because they could not tolerate having it in their lives? Okay. So, what I would like to be of service for today is to help open up a space where we can make room very slowly in baby steps to tolerate some functional, healthy relationships in our lives. Is that okay with everyone? Okay, good. Even better. I was working on this workshop up to the last minute because that's one of my character traits is last-minuteness. And, it fits in because I've been in CODA almost 10 years. And what I find is that it's hard to see where we've come. A friend said this to me about something else, but I love the quote. As fish, we don't know the water we're swimming in. We're in water all the time. If you're not a water creature, so sometimes the stories, they talk amongst themselves in our head, and you know, I think of this about breathing. You know, are we breathing our breath, or is our breath breathing us? We let things just go in a habitual way. So I want to take this time for us to look through different eyes at our inventories. Because an inventory, it's supposed to be, our fourth step says it's searching and fearless. That always triggered me. I'll tell you why. Because as soon as they said fearless, I thought, ooh, the CODA literature is gearing me up for something really scary and telling me I better not be afraid of it. So, and then the word moral was another trigger. It's like moral. I felt like that was like a finger-wagging thing. I'm going to have to be fearless and face these terrible things about me, and I have to look at the morality of those situations. So these were trigger words for me. For me, I changed it when I read that. The moral is the moral of the story. It's the lesson. There's no morality. There's no, right or wrong to living your life and making a mistake or making a choice that has consequences. We learn, and we can make different choices. So with the fourth step inventory, we're not going to get into the whole fourth step in the inventory. I'm just going to focus on how we make room and tolerate the beauty, the wisdom, the intelligence, the capability, the persistence, the courage,